Do we step forward?
Yeah,
I don't know how I'm going to step forward.
How do we do that remotely?
No, I think we'll just do it whatever. So
I am in a rolly chair.
oh, okay, there we go.
All right.
We're ready to believe you.
All right, we're back with another episode of Ready to Believe. I'm your host, Jamie Pale Rider.
Rob Williams.
And we're doing this thing remote today. Which is kind of weird because like this is just par for the course when we're podcasting and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think
This is
the first
typically-
time we're doing a Ready to Believe remote.
Yeah, this is our typical podcast routine. But yeah, like you said, well, we had a lot to talk about, and we'll get into it. But last weekend we were actually together. We were just too busy having fun with something else, so we thought we'd just do this now before we forget. So
we have lots to cover, lots to talk about. I've still got some ideas for upcoming discussions in the pipe ready to go. One of them I haven't told you about, so that's going to be a ton of fun.
I'm still very curious about what this
Yeah.
is, so I'm looking forward to this. But that's, you said we can only do in person.
Yeah, that
Okay.
is absolutely an in-person thing only.
But today we have we got some big news today
Oh
too.
yes,
Yeah.
we have tons of news in general. So, as of this recording, FanExpo has come and gone. So we did FanExpo. I even, with the help of our good friend Aaron, snuck in a couple last mods on the Proton Pack before FanExpo. We went a little bit mad scientist. I think those are the words that I used. And I hold to that. We were working away, soldering and dremeling and all that good stuff. So I snuck in a speaker mod. So we wired in a JBL speaker.
Yeah.
So that's super cool. It's a Bluetooth speaker, but we soldered in an AV cable. So it's plugged in directly. But then I can also, which I never tried, but theoretically I should be able to connect to it with my phone and play music out of it as well.
Ooh. Play little Thompson twins.
Yes, it's on the list. It's on the list.
It was loud.
Yeah.
The Proton Pack, I gotta stop calling it backpack. The Proton Pack was loud.
Yes.
That you
Yes,
can
it
hear
is.
in the con. It was awesome.
Yeah, the fact that I could hear it in the con made me happy because I guarantee you can't hear that pack in a regular convention setting.
No.
I was very happy with the speaker. Nice and con loud, which is good. Unfortunately, it doesn't affect the audio that comes out of the Neutrona wand, which is a little unfortunate. It's just the pack noise. What it did help me hear, referencing a previous episode of Ready to Believe,
last week's episode.
I heard a couple Easter eggs.
We
The
heard
same one.
You
but
heard
it
it. I never got to
twice.
hear it.
Yeah, you were with me both times.
You hit me the first time.
Yeah, I was so excited. So I was running in Afterlife mode. Again, this is a HasLab. So I ran it in Afterlife mode both days. And I heard the Slimer scream once a day, about 2 to 3 hours into use. So
yeah,
it does exist. It happens. It would be really tough to get recorded. But I heard the Slimer scream and it made me really
cool.
happy.
So it was the Slimer screen at the very end of the first movie, right? Where credits roll
towards the screen. Yeah,
so
it's that scream. That was a lot of fun. Those are the ones that I heard. There might have been others, who knows? But that made me really happy. And FanExpo itself was awesome. The first day I went solo, and you were being my personal cameraman, which is really nice.
Got lots of footage we'll show throughout this video.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Yeah, and I met up with the Ghostbusters of BC.
They were cool guys.
They were very chill. Yeah. Super cool guys. I met up with them, had some good chats. They were super welcoming and really, really nice. One thing that they did at the con, which was like a personal highlight for me of that con, is that they had a fundraising goal. I don't think I ever did get the total from them, but they had a fundraising goal. They were raising money for BC Cancer, and they hit their goal. So that means they go out to the old FanExpo red carpet at the bottom of the escalators in the Vancouver Convention Center, roll out a tarp and a jug full of slime, and one of their members gets slimed.
They picked the guy with the longest hair.
They did. Yeah, so that was a ton of fun. So that was pretty awesome to see. It was a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were there in our Ghostbusters gear, so that was good. That was the second day where they did the sliming. So that day, you were with us again, and I was in my getup, and Christine and Ryan were also there.
Yes, they were.
Ghostbusters getup. So Ryan had just got his proton pack and wand the day before, and Christine had gotten her suit and her boots and belt together and all that. And we were putting to good use the evening before the con. Christine and I went crazy weathering our traps and ecto goggles.
Yeah.
So we rolled those out too that day. Yeah, really happy with how those turned out too. It wouldn't be a convention if we weren't like feverishly working on a costume part the night before. So yeah, that was a ton of fun. We saw Paul Sun-Hyung Lee.
I meant for like 5 seconds. He recognized me in the Nine Nun costume, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
But I was in my skivvies when everybody was there.
We saw him while we were in our Ghostbusters gear, which is really nice, and he was checking out the Ghostbusters setup, but he was doing the rounds. I think he was there for Avatar premiere and panel and that kind of stuff, but he stopped by 501st, the Ghostbusters. Yeah, super generous with his time as always. Yeah, that was so much fun. So much fun.
We did the dance, sir.
We did do the dance. I promised you I would, and we did. Yeah, we got some good video of that actually. That was awesome.
Yeah, I was really happy to do the dance. We were pretty synced there. I was quite happy.
Not bad at all. It's all those hours spent in Spirits Unleashed. Hours and hours of practice virtually.
We're professionals now.
Yeah, right? Yeah, we could take that show on the road. We will take that show on the road. Hello.
I'm allowed to say it this time. My cabbages!
But before that, next up on my itinerary, my to-do list for this recording, just a couple days ago, as of this recording, I organized a Ghostbusters movie marathon in anticipation of Frozen Empire coming out in a couple weeks. So had some friends over. We put together some Ghostbusters themed snacks.
Oh, that was cool. I still have the Crunch Bar and the
Nice.
Twinkie.
Yeah, we had some Twinkies and Crunch Bars. We got some Cheez-Its.
It was a shame we didn't have more donuts, sir.
So we had 24 donuts. I'm just coming down from my sugar high now. Because holy crap. Yeah,
Diabetes.
24 donuts. We had s'mores cookies that Christine whipped up.
Oh, those are good.
Oh, they're amazing. They're
You gave
so
little
good.
gifts.
Yeah, and
Can you please tell everybody what this is?
Yeah, I would be happy to. I actually, under Christine's watchful eye, I made Ghostbusters costume spray. And by costume spray, I mean it's meant to remove any or kill any bacteria,
right,
related to like just sweat and any kind of odor or anything like that. So it's meant to kill that smell. But then it's also, Christine was brilliant in this. She made it so it replaces it with a smell. We were brainstorming. We're like, what the hell would a Ghostbuster smell like? You know,
besides cigarettes and
not unpleasant, like cigarettes
and
like,
Cheez-Its
and oil and sweat. And we're like, well, what does slime smell like? Like, I don't know, earthy maybe, like kind of like rainforesty, or who knows. And anyways, even if we did come up with something for slime, I feel like nobody would know what we were going for. So like you would smell not horrible, but the backup with which is what we went with, was toasted marshmallow.
Look at that.
So the costume spray is alcohol based to kill that bacteria in your costume, which is especially good if you've weathered your costume, because you don't necessarily want to be washing it and like just destroying any like careful weathering work you might have done. But it makes it smell, and not super strong either, but it makes a smell of toasted marshmallow.
It smells wonderful. I'm
so
like,
yeah, that's and
yeah.
So the next idea for that is to come up with the same scent in a more linen spray. So less alcohol, not necessarily meant to like kill bacteria, but just to make fabric smell nice.
Yeah.
And that I imagine will be a little bit stronger smelling. So that might be like a pre-con spray, with the alcohol based stuff being like a post-con spray.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Christine's so creative. She made two other ones for me, at least. I know made a bunch for others. The Scout Trooper one smells like pine, and the the Nyan Nun one smells like let me get this straight. It's a bit of bourbon and leather. Is that what it was?
Yeah. Which is amazing. And yeah,
so
I have the Scout one as well. It smells like trees and pine. And she made me one for Obi-Wan that's bourbon and sandalwood.
Oh, there you go.
Which is also amazing. Yeah. I don't know how many tubes of that I've gone through, but
for you 80s kids, it has a slight, if you remember Calvin Klein Obsession, it has a slight, it's very reminiscent of that. And I wore that a lot in high school. So yeah.
So yeah, kills bacteria in your costume and smells really good.
Very talented.
But yeah, then we have Frozen Empire coming up in a couple of weeks, which is, it's coming up so fast. Have you watched any of like the new trailers, like the TV spots or anything?
I saw
like
the original trailer just like you, and I stopped watching the rest.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about it at the marathon, which included Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2, and Afterlife.
Yeah.
I tried to talk you guys into 2016 or
that'll be a separate thing.
That's you and me. But we did watch those three, and we did discuss there was some bantering about what to expect, but I know how much you love doing that. But it was I agree with you. I don't want to see anything right now. I'm going in this lot emptier minded than you are, I would say, because you know more of this world.
Mhm.
And so I just don't want to watch anything. I just want to let it take me the day of.
Yeah, I think that's the best way to experience a movie, right? With as few expectations as possible. Because yeah, the reason why I don't like going in with expectations is I don't want to be let down if I get my hopes up for something and it
Yep.
doesn't happen. Like just go in and accept the movie for what it is and enjoy it for what it
Yep.
is. So I think I've actually watched a couple more trailers than you have even, but even I stopped around Super Bowl time and beyond. They just started releasing more like shorter like TV spots and that kind of thing
Mhm.
that are by accounts a lot more spoilery. So I'm happy I stopped watching them. Yeah, I
Well, how do you
obviously
know
I'm
it's
gonna see them.
spoilery if you don't know the movie yet?
It sounds like they're revealing some bigger plot points in those trailers, and
Okay.
that's the kind of stuff that I don't want to know about. Not
All
before I
right.
see the movie for myself. But yeah, that's really exciting.
So
So
you're seeing that on Thursday
on
opening.
the Thursday for the
Yeah.
premiere, we're gonna go in costume,
Yeah.
sans packs, but everything else. Mostly because I don't know what the hell I would do with a proton pack in a movie
You
theater.
put it on your lap like in Fan
Like,
Expo. It just
yeah,
sits on your
exactly.
lap in the
Yeah.
car.
It'd be fun to have it in the lobby of the theater, but beyond that,
Yeah.
like I wouldn't want to leave it in the car while we're watching the movie or anything like that. So no, we're just going in with jumpsuits, boots, belts, everything else.
That makes it more for you than it does for anybody else. And
Yeah.
it's just why bother,
Yeah.
I would say.
So yeah, that's
The outfit's good enough.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And yeah, we'll be all done up. Basically everything except for the packs and wands.
Yeah. People won't be confused when they see you.
No.
We a cosmonaut or something?
He's supposed to be some kind of cosmonaut. I would be so
Just
happy
stand
if
there with a
someone asked me
stogie.
that.
I'll take the
Yeah.
next one.
Yeah, why are you smoking in here, sir?
There was so much smoking in that movie.
Oh
It's so
yeah.
weird to see
Well,
now.
in the first movie.
In the first movie.
In
Yeah.
the second movie, they cut the smoking pretty much completely.
Oh, yeah. But
Uh,
it was just so weird to see so much of it
oh,
nowadays
tons of
in
it.
2024, right?
Yeah, tons. Yeah, it's definitely a product of a bit of a bygone age. It's
Can
really
I also
weird.
say just real quick,
Yeah.
I'm still jarred by the blowjob scene. Just it's still like I keep forgetting that's in this movie.
It's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
I
And
don't want to
he's in
necessarily
that
say it's
costume in the same
yeah,
time.
he's
Like,
in his
why
like
is he in
sea
the
captain's
costume?
costume. Yeah, it's part of a deleted scene. They decided to
It's my
just
birthday.
put that one scene in for some reason. It's funny. Um, yeah,
Anyway, sorry, I didn't want to
yeah.
digress. So
It was fun watching those movies marathon style. I'd
it
never done
was.
that
Yeah.
before. Yeah, it was such
You've never done the
ton of
Ghostbusters
fun.
marathon style?
No,
Oh, wow.
no, and I realized the other day too, kind of on a related note, Frozen Empire would be my first Ghostbusters movie in the theater.
Wow.
'Cause
It might be mine too.
yeah.
Strangely enough, because I was too young to see it in the theater when it first came out.
Mhm.
And two, I just never bothered.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember two being in the theater. Like I remember seeing ads for it in the paper.
Yeah.
But I didn't my parents didn't end up taking me. And then Afterlife came out right smack during COVID.
That's right. Yeah.
So I was being pretty cautious with all things COVID. So yeah, I just didn't see
Remember
it. So
that.
the
Yeah.
first time I saw Afterlife was on Blu-ray when it came out. So yeah, this will be first theater experience, and we're doing it up hard.
Yeah. You're doing it on
So we're
Thursday.
doing it premiering, and then on the Saturday we're going to see it in IMAX.
Are you seeing an IMAX on Saturday? That's nice.
I'm excited.
So you and me got to talk when we're going to see it. I
Yes.
thought maybe Friday night
Yeah,
is if it, we'll talk off
cool. Yeah,
So-
you and I will definitely have to go see
because I'm
it.
coming back from Victoria on that Thursday, and I'm going to be
Gotcha.
tired. I'm going to
Yeah,
be very
so
tired.
we will.
And we're going to go with my son too, and he's going to
Yeah.
be with his mom. So yeah, timing doesn't work.
So yeah, we'll go see it, and we'll do our review as part of a Ready to Believe episode.
What I'm just laughing. Like, remember that scene in Fanboys at the end? What if it sucks?
What if it's
And all of a sudden, you got to see it on the Friday, on the Saturday, with all these commitments you've already made.
yeah.
Saying, "Oh God, I got to see this again."
Have you
It
ever
won't suck.
had an experience like that in the theater where you go hard and it just was that Rogue One for you?
No. I dug Rogue One at the time. It's just still that's a whole nother topic. But Mission to Mars, I think, is the closest one. Remember the Mission Mars movie with I think
Mhm.
what's his face, Andy Dufresne, and he,
Andy
and he
Dufresne.
takes his helmet off and he freezes in space. And we actually left near the end of the movie. We didn't watch the whole movie.
Oh, you didn't finish it?
When the aliens started crying, it was like, that's it, we're out. We were psyched for it. I remember going to see it with Bulent, I believe, and
Yeah.
Bulent doesn't pull punches on a movie, but I was just like, what the hell are we watching? It's one of the first movies that I actually did not see the full movie. I sat through Twilight, so
Oh man.
yeah,
All three or however many movies they made of that?
yeah. I'm assuming I saw all of them. I was married at the time. It's legally bound or something,
Legally, contractually obligated.
contractually
Yeah,
obligated.
we're bound by a judicial mistrangement order. The blue thing I got from her. You don't want
You
us
gotta keep pulling back.
exposing ourselves.
You did.
I love Lewis Tully.
He's the best.
The courtroom scene, like just going back to the marathon real quick, and like I always quote Lewis Tully. I love the courtroom scene, everything about it.
Yeah.
Just Lewis being their lawyer and the ghosts coming out, the Scoleri brothers, which I only just learned this week. That Ramis wrote in the Scoleri brothers. They were real criminals
Yeah.
who had ended up robbing his dad. And they ended up getting the chair.
Oh, I didn't read the full article. They actually got the
Yeah.
chair.
Like he obviously they didn't get the chair for robbing his dad, but that was just apparently one crime in a laundry list of crimes that they had committed. But
That's
yeah,
odd
they
that
ended up getting the chair.
that's odd you would glorify it. Maybe not glorify. What's the word I'm looking for? Just make them a symbol and
Mhm.
in a movie like that. They done you wrong, so we're gonna make you
Yeah.
famous.
Yeah, it's
Unless you do it to
it's
really
weird.
embarrass them, pull their pants down in
Maybe.
a way.
Yeah.
We didn't before we leave Fan Expo, there's some other cool things that we saw there. They're like all the other Ghostbuster cosplays. We ran into that one guy with who we were taking photos with, or you were taking photos with, and the Five Nights at Freddy guy as well. He was in there. It was
Yeah.
just like, you two, you gotta go in there.
Yeah.
And there was the Dana Barrett.
Yes. So
That was a good
there was
one.
an amazing Ghostbusters, like the dream couple's costume for Ghostbusters.
They were
Was
good. They
a
were
guy
really
dressed
good.
up as a Ghostbuster, and then his lady friend dressed up as Zool.
Yeah,
They looked awesome.
they did.
And you know what? Everyone we met, the like Ghostbusters related, was awesome. Those guys were super cool. He actually flagged me down the next day and he's like, "This is so dumb. I should have asked you yesterday, but I'm happy I caught you today. Where did you get your boots?"
He asked you about the boots. I was greatly disappointed you didn't talk more about the podcast.
Oh,
You guys sell yourself, sir.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, if you watch this episode of Ready to Believe,
And I
where
should
we
have been
talk
standing
about
there
things.
with business cards or something. We gotta get
Yeah.
stickers
Yeah, get
Gotta get
stickers or
stickers
something
with
Yeah,
just your
that's
face.
fair. I did get some positive commentary on the logo just this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. We saw Mario and Luigi Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That was pretty
Wish I got a
amazing
picture of
too.
those guys. I didn't do that.
I got a picture.
Oh, you did? Okay.
One more thing, I guess, which is a segue to our next topic, actually. But on the Sunday night, after the con,
Mm.
Aaron, you and myself
Yeah, that was
went out
cool.
for dinner, just
Yeah.
something super low key.
Celebrating C3's birthday,
Yeah, Steve 3's birthday. Happy birthday,
who
Steve.
was in LA at the time.
Yeah, we went out for dinner and it was pretty early in where you just kind of slammed your hands down on the table and said, "Okay, how do I get a suit?"
I'm in.
Beautiful. You're hired. Ray Stantz, Pete Venkman.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You guys convinced me. I'm in.
So
Yeah.
zero press, Rob, but you want to be my lab partner?
I'm in, baby.
So,
I got two of
there it
these. I
is.
got two of these.
So
I
we got one.
we
We
got one.
one. We got Rob. He's in.
So you guys convinced me. I think it was like twisting a rubber arm,
I
but
don't even think, we did any convincing necessarily. But you were hanging out with us while we were all in costumes. And
well, it was cool seeing you guys there. Admittedly, there's a bit of FOMO.
yeah, I get that.
I am traditionally always the last to the party. I was last party to the 501st thing. No matter what I do, I'm usually last to the party, and so I want to get in here, and just also because it's kind of fun. I told you guys though, I don't know if I can still build a proton pack because
You don't need
space
to.
space here. I threw around the idea of building a cardboard proton pack just like the one in the video game.
Yeah.
I still kind of like that idea.
I do too.
I know Aaron's not a big fan of that idea, but it's still
That's
kind of
not for
cool.
him, though.
Yeah, I know. But it's still, I mean, Aaron's acceptance means everything to me. No. But it's but he was trying to convince me, listen, Rob, I can help you build one, and
Yeah.
it is tempting, and we'll see down the road.
Yeah.
But
Full disclosure, Aaron's building his own pack. He's 3D printing it. And
yeah,
he's an electronics wizard.
oh, he is.
Like
And it's intimidating, to be frank.
In the Star Wars stuff, he's built, I think, six droids.
Something like 6 to 8 droids.
So like
yeah.
6 fully functioning
BB-8.
super realistic droids.
BDO.
Yeah, BB-8.
And mouse
like
droid.
And
Dio,
mouse
Dio,
droids
that's not
and,
BDO. Yeah.
So yeah, he knows what he's doing when it comes to electronics and building.
He's our group Boba Fett with all the little doodads and
Yeah.
and it's just he knows his shit.
Yeah.
But and that's intimidating for me. But you guys you were talking to me, it's like, well, you don't have to have a proton pack. You can
kind
just
of the beauty of it.
the suit's enough. And then we've talked about this before. You and me of being 501st raised, born and bred sort of thing. We're so focused on the accuracy. Well, this one is just like the video game. Decorate how you want.
Yeah.
And so
if anybody watching this has played Spirits Unleashed,
oh my God,
one of the newest Ghostbusters games, the
yeah,
customization options are pretty robust. And we're having
so
a
much
ton of fun with them.
And so one of the characters I created was Bullseye. He's just this guy with a long mullet, a handlebar mustache,
Like
just
the Brett
Hitman Hart glasses, wanders around, just a bullseye. Good. I used to have a good shot with the trap. And so I thought, I'm going to be a guy who's going to be carrying the traps. My job is to bag them and tag them. You hook them in.
2 in the box, Rob.
I'll through the trap. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to decorate it where it's going to have like the goggles, somehow put a bullseye on there, decorate all the things. And that's basically my job, is to trap them. And in the pee, I got to have a pee hose and somehow maybe even connect it to something to drink. And in the meantime, one of the things I do carry, one of the things I will carry is a tape cassette, because my character wears a headphones and
has
on his head, a Walkman.
Yeah.
And I'll be playing like Thompson Twins on that darn thing, all 80s music. It's just perfect.
Yeah, you and I have kind of gone down the rabbit hole of locating all the music from the movies. Which isn't hard, but it's just fun. It's a fun journey. Like, the Thompson Twins, like we just confirmed during the most recent watch when the Thompson Twins play, which is kind of a fun moment too. It's playing in the background while they're having their
last meal,
their dinner of the last of the petty cash before they get the call to go and bust Slimer at the set.
There's no friggin' air supply on this thing. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm all out of love. No, you're out of my plate.
That was fun. Kind of locating all the music and where it plays in the movie.
But it was you guys convinced me to do it. It didn't take a lot of convincing, but it was kind of fun to just like, you know what, let's do this. Well, and
we saw with the Ghostbusters of BC, like there's a lot of freedom.
Yeah.
And we talked to David about that one morning, just about the amount of freedom there is in what you can do with the costume. And they're all just super just welcoming and accepting, which is really nice. And I think we have a fairly sizable group of people now who are working on Ghostbusters costumes, and with the exception of Christine, my partner, they're all coming from the 501st. And
Yep.
every single one of them at one point or another is just like such a breath of fresh air, just not being beholden to a set of standards. And like,
kind of is.
I get why the 501st does that. And I've built several costumes for the 501st. So have you, so has a bunch of people in our friends group, but this is not that. It's so much fun because it's different and there's that level of freedom there.
There is limitations, but at the same time, there's a lot more freedom. I mean, ideally, I wanted a jumpsuit that looked like the arcade floor from the video game. But if I didn't have a proton pack, it wouldn't make sense. And so I thought I'd get the khaki first.
Yeah.
Although that black one looks really sweet too.
The black ones are good.
Isn't that the one that are you getting one of those?
I am.
Yeah, and I know
so I'll have a
Ria's getting one
GB2
too.
set up at one point, and that's Ria. She's doing that as her first kick, which is really exciting.
Yeah, so it's just like the bunch of us are just gonna, hopefully by Victoria, and that's going to be our segue. By the time we go to Victoria FanCon, the Island FanCon,
I think.
Island Fan, I think that's what it's called. We'll be. I know you guys will be ready, and I'll be hopefully somewhat ready. So.
So after the con, we put in an order for you on GB Fans, which actually just before we started recording this, I got a notification that it shipped.
You just told me it shipped.
It's, call it fate, call it luck, call it karma.
I'll just spin around in a circle. I got the fountain. I'm excited about that. And you gave me, what was cool is you gave me a list, and hopefully, and maybe we can share the list. Like, here's your starter kit. Here's what you need. A
screenshot or something for sure.
Yeah, and here's your starter kit. You're gonna need these items. You know, like
pick and choose.
I don't even think this was part of it. Like, I got this at the party. There was like 10 of them at the Party City.
Awesome.
And the PKE meter, which I didn't bother, but it was the plastic ones.
The static one.
Yeah,
but if anything, you may as well grab the Spirit Halloween one, the one that moves and lights up and makes sounds and stuff.
Yeah, and you said, okay, get some name tags, get the khaki, get this, get the belt, get this, and I was all in. And I know I could have probably gotten to some other places and break it down a little bit less, but I was just like all at once. I just wanted to do it, and I got 3 name tags.
Nice.
I got Bullseye.
Yep.
I got podcast because.
Which, I feel like I drove you a little bit to that one.
That was an easy push.
I have 0 regrets.
No,
and
zero
what was
regrets.
The third one?
Robbie. I wasn't gonna have my last name. Williams is so plain, but Robbie, I can't like as a kid, I was Robbie. Here, fun fact. I did a lip syncing contest in grade 7 at Happy Valley Elementary School, came 2nd place singing Ghostbusters. My drummer and my guitarist were dressed up as ghosts in white sheets, and I got 10 out of 10 on the lip syncing. Nice. Thank you very much.
Nice.
So we came in 2nd. Next to California Girls. I think it was David Lee Roth or something. So
nice.
They had like 10 girls on the stage and one of the kids, and it was like, how can you compete against that?
It's fair. It's fair. But yeah, I mean, when I started out, I never set out to like pull people into the group. I just started doing this for myself as like a bucket list thing. But as I was talking to people, more and more people just jumped on board. So like I had already gotten a list together for myself of what I needed.
Yeah.
It's like we've spoken several times about how awesome GB Fans is, just as close to a one-stop shop as you're ever going to get from Ghostbusters gear. If you're building a costume. So I had the list. I had sent that off to Aaron and Steve just for them to go off of, just to make it easy for them. And then same thing for Ryan and Ria, and I sent the same list off to you.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's exciting.
It is. It's super cool.
I'm happy you're joining us. I didn't want to pressure you, but I'm excited you're joining us. It'll
One
be a
of
ton of
us.
fun.
One of us.
Yeah. So yeah, we hopefully we'll have the order soon, and we'll get you ready to go before Island FanCon in Victoria. Well, in Langford,
That's in
technically, but
April.
over on the island.
Yeah. I'm going back to my old stomping grounds. This is so weird. Every time I start a new costume, I have to go back to Victoria where my roots are.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
for your,
Langford
like,
is
first
literally like
troop.
10 minutes away from Happy Valley Elementary School.
Is it
So
actually?
it is. It's like 10
Amazing.
minutes away. There's
Oh,
like
that's
there's
so
a
cool.
Romeo's Pizza 2 minutes away, sir.
Ooh, that's
Yes.
good to know.
Yes.
If you're ever on the island, you like, what is it, like Canadian style, like Saskatchewan
Oh,
style pizza?
Saskatchewan style
I don't
pizza. I've
know,
never
man.
heard that term before.
I've been trying to find
Thought it would just be beer and
like
sadness.
a Romeo style pizza on the mainland,
It's hard.
and it's difficult for sure. But yeah, if
Yeah.
you're ever on the island and you like kind of the not really deep dish, but a different style, more of like a mom and pop style pizza, Romeo's
It's a
is
thick
really
crust
good.
with a sweet sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's great.
And
It reminds me of pizza I had when I was a kid.
it's real. I enjoy it. It's one of my favorites, but I know not a lot of people dig it as much. But they don't have one on the mainland, like you said.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
understand
not
why.
at
They've
all.
been in
It's
business for
kinda
as longer
heartbreaking.
than I've been around, and it's still not on the island
Yeah.
mainland.
Yeah, so yeah, and it's like poetry, it rhymes, history repeats itself. Your first troop
Yeah.
with this costume will be on the island if
Yeah.
all goes to plan.
What do you call a ghost busting? Is it a bust?
A bust?
Is
Yeah,
that what
I
it's
don't know.
called? For my first bust?
No idea.
I feel like I'm just, it's
It
like,
sounds like you're
Are you
like
there,
a
God? It's me,
DEA
Margaret.
agent or something. Yeah, you're doing like a drug bust or something like that.
I didn't think of that. Oh man. I went somewhere else.
Like everywhere we go, I'm always on the lookout now for like, ooh, that's a spooky location. Ooh, that looks like it could be haunted. I wonder if they
Oh,
would let us wander around.
the picture of us in the Hotel Vancouver with the lady in red.
In the Fairmont
Oh, that was so
with
cool.
a genuine Vancouver ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found ourselves in the Fairmont Hotel, and
I stole a writing pad and a pen.
and there's a well-known ghost that's been sighted a couple times at the Fairmont, the Hotel Vancouver, since the 40s, apparently. So they had a really nice portrait of her done up.
Yeah.
And the story's like, she's not like scaring people or anything like that, but definitely sightings for sure. So yeah, we took the opportunity to get a photo with the portrait and us looking very scared.
You, me, and Rhea.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. The Fairmont, like the Hotel Vancouver, feels very much like the Vancouver Sedgwick. Just a very old hotel.
Will they allow us to go in there and flip tables?
Or yeah,
we'll do it in the Empress. Empress is cool with that. We go for high tea at the Empress and start flipping tables.
Yeah, just throw that junk anywhere, get it out of the way so we can throw a trap down.
Oh, you're Ghostbusters. Okay, go ahead. That's all right.
Yeah, don't worry. The table broke the chandelier's fall.
Oh god. You get thrown out so quickly.
I mean, I'll have to share photos of this, but you know what? I've kept this on my desk.
Oh, yes.
As a trophy. This is the old battery compartment on my proton pack on the HasLab that I was dremeling out like a madman to make room for the speaker and battery mods that Aaron and I were doing before the con. It's just so weird. Like this used to be part of the proton pack.
Like keeping your appendix.
Right? Yeah, or like your wisdom teeth or something. I don't know. Yeah. It's cool. It's a fun reminder. We were just going nuts.
Is that it? I think that's it.
I think that's it. I think we made it through all of it.
Yeah.
So coming up for future episodes, obviously we'll have our talk about Frozen Empire.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that.
We'll have you assembling your costume, and maybe we'll do, if you want, we'll do a weathering video.
It might be helpful.
Trap.
Yeah, show people how to weather. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Because you've
Jamie and I
weathered costumes before.
yeah, and
Yeah.
it came out really well, and it adds so much. It goes from looking like a $20 plastic toy to something a little more legit. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's a good idea because I mean, weathering is something we do in the 501st and something I've never done in the 501st. I like my stuff squeaky clean, but I think I'll get a little dirty on this one. So
Nice. Yeah, that'll be fun. And then we'll have your mystery episode coming up at a future point as well.
I have no idea what this is about.
Yeah,
I
it's
can't
gonna be so
imagine.
much fun. I'm
Also,
so
you got to
excited.
pin me down and tattoo me or something.
Just a bullseye tattoo on your forehead or something. I don't know.
You said you wanted to be one of us.
Yeah, so we have lots planned, lots
and we
coming out.
we are going to review the 2016 version of Ghostbusters as well down the road.
Yeah,
So,
we will.
yeah.
That's definitely on the books.
Yeah.
And
an honest
never
review
seen
too.
it.
We're not going to hate on this thing unless it's really, really,
I'm
really
gonna
bad.
try
But I
going in
can't.
with an open mind.
Yeah.
I never got around to seeing it since it came out, but I'm open to it. Yeah, we'll go in with an open mind and
Yeah.
have a talk about it, do our review.
Agreed.
Yeah, and then
And lots of
I'm
other
sure
stuff
we'll
too.
have more videos coming up as I start to assemble my Ghostbusters 2 kit.
Yeah.
Probably not going to venture down the rabbit hole of doing a Ghostbusters 2 specific pack, like hero or semi-hero or anything like that. I'm probably just going to stick with my pack, but everything else pretty much we'll do the charcoal version of the suit. And yeah, I already got my GB2 belt. It's ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah, it's exciting. And eventually at some point, my 2 in the box order will arrive.
Oh, dude, when that comes in, we're doing that right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
When is that due?
December, I think.
Oh, it's
so we got a ways.
Okay. We got a ways.
Yeah. That's about it. Maybe we'll have to have some of the others on.
Yeah, we could definitely got to have like Aaron,
Christine. Aaron and Steve are both mid proton pack build right now, so they're building their own from scratch, which is extremely exciting.
If you've watched our other shows in the past, like the Outer Rim Rookie, you'll recognize the faces. Hose Nose and Aaron have been on the show, and Steve obviously and Ree. Yeah, you'll recognize all these people, and so it'll be like coming home again. So
yeah, our group is growing for sure, and it's really exciting to see. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
there you go.
That's it. I think we got it all.
I think we got it. We got one.
Yeah. Until next time.
We're ready to believe you.